This Metaverse production is brought to you today by the Samurai Aquatics and Decor Metaventure. Scan that QR code or click that link in the description and dive yourself headfirst into the Samurai Aquatics Discord server to pleasure your peepers on our current and future range of outdoor decor.
Established in April 2021, Upland Development United is the oldest and most exclusive and transparent no development collaborative in the Upland Metaverse. Contact Morecheese and WildJasmine for more information. Warning! This podcast is produced by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment and contains unsolicited and heavily biased opinions which are solely the views of the individuals involved. It does not include investment advice of any kind, and you are responsible for undertaking your own financial, including tax liability research relevant to your own individual circumstances.
Taking over the Upland. Upland Development United. Total meta domination.
Hello, and thank you for listening to and or watching the UDU podcast. This is year 2, number 95, presented by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment. Stepping in as guest host while Ben68 is away. In Japan, we have live star, aka WildJasmine, aka Jazzy Jazz, and myself, just Morecheese. Featuring co-host Dak, Joe Lives, the agency, TB125, members from the Upland Development United team, and general Upland community members. Jazz, what's going on?
Hello. Today's show is recording live on either Tuesday the 28th or Wednesday the 29th of March, depending on where you're at. Excuse me. Reminder that if you want to join in live with us, access to the weekly Zoom is via the MVE Discord server, and the link to that is in the description. Today, we'll be catching up on some crypto and Upland news and running through our co-host segments. In summary, Cheese will be touched upon the general Upland and community news. Block Explorer news will not be reported because this position is still vacant. It is up if you're interested in this position. TB will be reporting on legit news and another vacant position, this time for Node Report. Any Node reporters out there, you know you want to come on our show. Where you at? So Dak will be giving us the lowdown on URL cars and racing, and finally the hot boys, Joe, Rob, and maybe D-Tech will be giving us the NFT news. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Let's go over to Cheese for some Upland stuff. Take it over, Cheese.
You're freaking awesome. That was amazing, by the way. Holy
no worries. Anytime for you, Cheese. Anytime. Give us some Upland stuff. Can't wait to hear.
All right. So buckle up, Buttercup. We got more cars coming. The March MV motor car sale is coming out with more cars, 573 to be exact. They got Series 2, spacious V vans, and even more cars, baby. I really like the way they did it, the update in there, by the way. They did a great job. Anyway, make sure you register now because the sale starts tomorrow, March 29th at 9 a.m. Oh my God, if Ben were here. Blimey, Upland, what about the rest of the world? Ah, bloody hell. All right, I don't know if that was British or Australian. Yeah, make sure you sign up for that today, so you could get up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. That's PT. So next, are you one of the few Uplanders that still treasure hunts? Well, dynamic competitive treasures are here and in 7 city locations. You can scratch that itch in Dallas. I actually just purchased 3 of my first properties there.
Or Dallas.
Yeah, I skipped the whole thing. Yeah, I skipped the whole thing. Oh,
Well,
anyway, we get distracted. Kansas, Bronx, Staten Island, and Los Angeles. Was that Was that 7? I think so. Anyway, Upland introduces the Explore Center on the 24th. Players can visit the Explore Center and view tutorials that cover specific parts of Upland. Some of the tutorials teach players about Upland neighborhoods, crafting structures, customizing properties, etc. The travel and movement tutorials help with getting around the cities and traveling at terminals. You can access the tutorials by going to the bottom of your screen. Some people call it the magic hot dog. I just call it the 3 dots that expands the menu. Click on resources, and that will bring you to tutorial. Blossom season, woo, of Upland structure ornaments has arrived. And Jackie Sai's showroom is spitting out some nice stuff. They did actually come up with an update towards the kerfuffle of yesterday. Let me share this. All right, so update yesterday. We have discovered a technical error with the maximum supply of the Jackie Sai Blossom Season structure ornaments that were recently sold. To correct this mistake, we will produce and manufacture a new batch, which is, yes, of Jackie Sai Blossom Season structure ornaments with the correct maximum supplies. Well done, Upland. The items will be manufactured in Jackie Sai factory and be available for purchase in the showroom as planned. In addition, we will be decreasing the amount of total mints for the micro house structure ornaments. Please note that items with mint numbers that were purchased as part of the initial batch will not be available for purchasing in the coming season. We will provide the opportunity for current buyers to swap their pre-purchase mint for the same one in the modified sale. I wouldn't do that. Right? Like, why would you do that?
Did they make too many, or did they make not enough?
Well, what they did was they made 4, and then they made 2 the splitter and 4 the ender. We'll talk more about this later because this was a wine. It still might be a wine. We'll see. We'll see. But I mean, it's good that they did something to it. All right, so let's see, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they should put more than 4 out at a time, then people won't be hungry hippoing it. Hackathon, let me share my screen again. Boop, boop. All right, so hackathon, polling all developers, blockchain, blah, blah, blah. So this is going to be taking place in the FIFA Women's World Cup track. Participants will submit football, soccer related projects using FIFA World Cup and Upland assets. The winner receives 10,000 and an incubator to bring the experience to life. In the innovation track, contestants can let their creativity go wild. The submissions focus on building the Upland community. Anything goes. The winner of this track also receives 10,000 and an incubator, but last but not least, track design will award the top designer with 2 million UPIX for creating a blue ribbon 3D trophy for the upcoming World of Football esports tournament. So basically they want you to come up with some sort of utility for the Women's Cup track. I want to hear more from you guys later on this. I'm extremely, curious to see what you guys think of it. Sounds like good stuff, all good stuff for me, bringing, use value to the women's FIFA and whatnot. So let's go over to you, Jazz. You're going to do the thingy.
The market
Update. Woo!
Wait, how come I can't share?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop and try again. It's coming. Sorry, just can't seem to share for some reason. It's telling me that it's paused.
Do a little dance. Woo, do, 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 Upland dance. Oh, I see something.
No, it says your screen sharing is paused. Why is that?
I don't know. That's weird.
All right,
Let me do something. Let me try something. I'm gonna take it off and then put it back on. All right, try now.
Okay. No, maybe it doesn't like the full screen, but I was sharing full screen last time.
Well, you know what I could do? Let's do this.
Let me take it off of full screen and see if I could just share that. What about now?
Yes.
What about now?
Oh, I only see. Yeah, perfect.
Everything, right? Everything's there.
Everything.
Great. Well, check out this market news. Bitcoin has gone down 4%. It is now under 27K at 26,970. But that is not all bad. Not all bad news, because if you've got XRP, that's up 19%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, majority of the coins are down. Wax down 8.4% for those of you that likes to play wax games. Engine 40 cents to 37 cents, down by 9.3%. Solana, you know, I've always liked Solana. I don't know why. I remember
it's fast.
I remember seeing it when it was over $100, and now it's only $19.90.
Yeah, it's a good buy. It's a good buy, actually.
Down 13.3% on Solana. So
not financial advice, guys.
Not financial advice. If you want DCA in, now might be a good time, potentially. But yeah, too much red this week.
Yeah.
Going over to Upland reports. Market report for San Francisco, my favorite city. Optics down 4.3%. Go get yourself a floor price of 23,865 Optics.
Not bad.
Get out there, guys. USD 10.99, gone up by a mere 4 cents, but still, I'm seeing green, so that's good. Manhattan's unfortunately both red on Optics and USD side, but it could be a deal. $39.50, under $40. Chicago, Los Angeles, and your Bronx are all green. Look at that. Look at that USD price.
I know, that's pretty good.
Yeah, green up 24.4%.
Eric,
red. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Coop said it was a good buy at 12.13, but Solana has too many issues to be dependable. I don't know what kind of issues they have, but I know Solana and Cardano, aren't they like the fastest out of the blockchains?
Yeah, I thought Solana was one of the fastest out there.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know why is it down so much? 1990.
Well, I mean, compared to what it was down before.
I mean, compared to the hundreds, but then everything else has gone down.
True. Sorry. I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
No, this is like a discussion, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Discussion's good. But yeah, Brooklyn's USD price has really gone down. It's only $3.29. Go pick yourself up a nice USD prop for that price.
Huh.
But yeah, the person that shit on Dallas last week, I guess that prop's gone. It's up 18.9% now. So floor price is $6.50. So looking good for the Dallas lovers out there. And yeah, go pick up some cheap stuff. So 9-day averages, transaction volume is looking good. It's gone up by 2.5%, 47 million. Not bad. Trading volume's also gone up. Any events? I wonder why it's gone up. I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Nah.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's go back to Cheese. Cheese, throwing it back to you to tell us about Samurai Aquatics and outdoor decor updates.
Oh yeah. All right. So, let's see. Samurai Aquatics. If you haven't already seen, our Better Late Than Never sale is still underway with massive Christmas fires and Halloween sale available. I'm ad-libbing here, Jazz. You may not think that, Halloween and Christmas are close, but it's just around the corner. All right, I'll go back on script. The Christmas spirals are epic rarity at 1,000 max mints for each of the 5 colors, which are green, red, blue, black, and white. And they're available for only 24,000 UPEX or $24 each, depending on what you want to do. The Halloween sign is also epic rarity at 1,000 max mint. However, as outlined in last week, we weren't 100% happy with them. So we decided to, instead of selling them, we'll be giving those away. 1 times Halloween sale sign for every 5 Christmas spirals, either via a legit burner swap or reserved price of 60 UPEX, because that's Ben's number. Remaining stock will be manufactured and used for future giveaways and other bonus reward events. All right, so it's for those who have completed the spiral tree thing for the sign, just bear with us because Ben is in Japan, of course. That's why we're, doing this little song and dance, me and Jazz. But we do talk a lot in between, and if you let me know that you've purchased the 5, I'll get that information to him and he will put it up in the thing for 60 UPEX for you to come pick up. TB, give us some of that juicy legit news.
Good morning, afternoon, night, wherever it is where you are. Hope you're all well today. Juicy legit news is probably going to be a bit thin on the ground, if I'm honest. NFLPA stuff, not much going on because the season's not happened. Soccer, just some Porto bits and bobs, but nothing of great note. Cars wise, prices are pretty stable on those at the moment. I think because there's a sale coming up as well, people tend to be less interested in buying them from the showroom or from the Meta Ventures showrooms and just wait to see whether they can get any in the sales. So wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more movement on those next week. The most interesting one for me this week is the hackathon. You said people will want to talk about it, and I definitely do because I have a ridiculously large number of FIFA legits because I got way carried away with that back at the end of last year. I'm really interested. Sadly, I don't have any technical skills, so I'm probably not going to be getting involved in it myself, but I'm really interested to see what people come up with. And I couldn't quite tell from what I was reading whether it relates to existing FIFA legits and uses for those, or whether there's going to be new ones released for the Women's World Cup. But either way, I think it'll be quite interesting. I don't know if anybody else has any insight that they'd like to throw in at this point on that one.
Well, Dr. Tid might. I don't want to throw anybody out there, but if you want to talk on it a little bit, I know you got me interested in it just by me talking to you a little bit, but I don't know if he's currently doing something.
Guessing so. Hopefully busy making cool things for the hackathon that I can then support. But I'm looking forward to hearing all of the pitches and stuff in Vegas in June, which I imagine is how that's all going to come about like it did last year. So that'll be super interesting.
Do you want me to talk for a second? I just grabbed my mic.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
us a quick little thing about what you feel about the FIFA hackathon thing.
The hypathon. Yeah.
Hypathon.
No, I think I think it's awesome. It really you got to think that it's really focused on the 23 Women's Cup. And that's really great because they'll go hand in hand with their legit sale and interest in it. It's not as large a market as the Men's World Cup, but from this, there will be certain developments that will occur that will, spin off or be applicable to those existing legits that we have, the FIFA ones from the 2022. So there's going to be a lot of, I believe, a lot of utility that's going to come to those. That'll be the first kind of that we'll see. I know they tried to do it with NFLPA, but this is way huge. So I'm really excited to see what type of developments come out of that. The games, or I mean, there's so much that can be done.
Well,
It's-
like if when we bring it up later on, I don't mind you giving even more info if you wanted to, because we're going to talk about all of these the Upland things that I mentioned before, but as an open discussion.
Perfect. We'll talk about it later.
Nice.
Keep
Thank
going.
you. Thank you.
Rock
Tim.
and roll.
Like I said.
Awesome. Well, I'm certainly excited to see what comes out of it. I love the word utility when it relates to anything upland at the moment. So that sounds promising to me. And then the last bit of news, I got a structure ornament store in Vegas now as well. Don't ask me how I've ended up with so many Meta Ventures. I promise I'm not bribing anyone in the background.
Can you bribe them for me?
I
No,
don't
just
know
kidding.
whether
Just kidding.
Of course, the downside is that I'm not actually making any money from any of the Meta Ventures because there's not many of them that allow players to list in them. So the structural ornaments one is the same, where only things I own can be listed in it. So there's not really any commission or anything to be made, but at least it's a start, and interesting to see what's going on. So that's down at 3115 Fremont Street in Las Vegas, and you can go and look at my attempts to arrange boxes to make funny words or whatever as I get them in, because that's the best thing I can think to do with them at the moment.
Nice.
And that, my friends, is it for the legits this week.
All right, so let's thank you, TB, for that information, and let's throw it to the hot boys. And Jazz, do you wanna get them in with the drop it like it's hot? You did so freaking good in the beginning with that.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Jazz is gonna take over. Go ahead, agency.
Agency's muted. I'm not sure if he knows he's muted.
Did you call me?
Yes, it,
Yeah.
it's up to
Okay.
you. It's on you now, you hot boy.
Okay, well, Dak was in here, so I know he goes before me usually. So anyway, 1 second here and I'll be ready.
We could throw to Dak if you're not ready.
Dak's not here.
Dak's
He's
not,
not
here.
here.
That he was here.
Oh no, wait, he is here. He is here.
Yeah,
Where'd
he's
he go?
here. He's been
Hi.
here this time.
If you want to
Hello.
go, yeah, either way is fine with me.
All right,
all good.
let's throw to Dak.
Let's
Hi,
throw Dak.
everyone. Oh, yeah, okay. When we're in Vegas, you can throw me. So racing. For those that haven't seen, Elijah and the Real Node LA is going to be racing S4s. So if you have an S4 and you're interested in doing a little racing, get over to the Real Node LA. In terms of URL, we had our 1 year anniversary last week, and we announced the different racetracks that we're going to have. We're using 5 different tracks in the pre-builts that Upland has. We are using the Genesis Node racetrack twice, only because it's so sweet. And the first one is being sponsored by Udo, and the last one is being sponsored by UCC. We also have, I don't have my notes with me. I'm actually on my cell phone. Sorry, everyone. I'm going to try to remember everyone correctly. The second race, no, I don't remember any of the races right now. But here's the good news. I don't need to remember because they're all live and open for people to come in, comment, ask questions on the URL server. Each of the tracks has been sponsored by one of our gold sponsors, like Udo. So Udo, Diamond Auto, Samurai Aquatics, UCC, Hyde Park Ninjas, and oh man, who am I missing? Auto, Hyde Park Ninjas. Oh shoot, man, this is sad. This is what happens when you, oh, no, not UpX World. UpX World is not sponsoring. They're sponsoring the race team. That's different. But definitely get over there. Actually, you know what? Since I messed up, whoever goes to the missing sponsor and says, you missed this one, I will do a raffle for everyone who goes in there and corrects my mistake. Is that okay, Morecheese?
Perfectly fine. That sounds great.
Yeah, I'll give away an HQ track property.
Nice.
So there you go. It's only gold sponsors are sponsoring race channels. So I missed one gold sponsor. Go into that channel for that gold sponsor. Tell me I missed it, and you will be entered into a raffle for an HQ property. There you go. That's how I make it right.
Hey, everyone likes free stuff and prizes, so get yourself over
Hey.
there and correct Dak.
Hey, you guys kind of led the path, right? Whenever you made a mistake, you always made it sweet for everyone else, right?
Exactly. We make a lot of mistakes. We're the worst show ever. So
See, I'm on theme. I'm on theme.
you're on theme. This is perfect.
The other thing too is obviously there's a lot of other racing. If you haven't seen, YK 2012 also put out some short videos on racetracks and race ownership. He's asked some good questions. He obviously just kind of also did some summaries of the conversation that I had with Jeremy. So it's great because you can get bite-sized elements, and he's tagged them in it with different things about, you know, ownership and so forth. But he's asking good questions that I think are going to become more and more relevant as racing grows in Upland. So, you know, go out there, get familiar with what he's saying, and let's have a dialogue about it.
I like that.
And then that is kind of what we have for racing now. Our first race in URL season is going to be April 14th. So don't miss that. Friday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. UTC.
Nice.
And thank you. Now, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Oh, sorry.
Got it.
Hey, there you go.
That's
Crypto
the
Jedi's
man.
dropping it.
That was good. Like
That was
pretty damn
good. That was good. All
Yeah,
right.
so we got number 28 of
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Whoop, whoop.
No, wow. Wow, that was awesome.
so obviously coming at you hot. So get ready for that. Just to let you know, Joe is still working on that solar tree. So we'll be without the deep radio voice gentleman that we all love. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, jumping into it, we got Digital Funko Hanna-Barbera, and it dropped earlier today at 11 a.m. PT. So they are out and purchasable. The physical redeemables are the Grail, which you just showed, the Huckleberry Hound, the legendary rarities of Birdman, Mighty Miter, and Mr. Jinx with Dixie and Pixie. So get those now before they are forced to change Dixie to Rixie or something along those lines. The royalty is a Freddie Funko as Letterman, and no, not David, but Freddie rocking a Letterman jacket, holding the plush. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. You're on point. But yeah, so we'll give a heads up next Tuesday for the next, because we missed this one a little bit. So up next, we'll talk about the Golden Hills, which is that Western style game that we brought up. So this launched on Monday. And so that's underway. And then they have a drop of health packs and potions, and of course the buildings that we talked about. I was going to start playing this this week, so maybe next Tuesday I could give you like an update of how that's going. So yeah. So mark your calendar for Wednesday, tomorrow, 3/29, as there is a major drop held on the Atomic Hub launch pad, and it's highly alerted on the drop calendar. It is ZOS, so Zombie Outbreak Survival, which is the ultimate resource management survival game on wax. Battle it out in epic guild modes while owning and trading in-game assets with other players. Form alliances, gather loot, and prepare for the biggest battles on the blockchain with consequences that shake the whole ZOS universe. They're coming out with 2,000 of their out of this world packs.
Oh, are they out of this world? Oh.
Yeah, I think they more than likely will be, because of the next point is well, I'll tell you a little bit about them here. It's a limited edition NFT pack celebrating the collaboration between ZOS and Alien Worlds, so that's kind of a big deal. And It's a great pack for new and veteran players alike, and there's 30 NFTs in it, and they're selling for $29.99. You will get a survivor, some weapons, some food, and some other things that's not listed. So there might be a surprise in there. I don't know. But so yeah, they're also doing a double your order chance. So you have a good, I don't know what the odds are, but a good chance, I guess, to get 2 times your order at no extra cost.
Oh, wow.
So I like when they run specials, you know. But so next I'll talk a little bit about Skatecoin and Senior Lupe.
Oh,
They have a collaboration, and they're bringing a very colorful and cool looking skate deck. And I should mention that Skatecoin does have decks and like videos of skate tricks and whatnot. I always just bring up the wheels because I like them so much. But I just wanted to stress this one is a deck, and they also have like a physical deck that goes with it.
yeah.
I don't know if it goes with it, it's purchasable, you know. But so yeah. And Senior Lupe is a Mexican artist that plays on some classics such as Better Call Saul and Cheech and Chong. And he does some pixel art kind of like yours, but I mean, no one can be better than Cheech.
I'm familiar with Senior Lupe.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah. He's got a tough match, like if you're comparing yours and his, which I don't like to do. But
Oh no, we're all good. We're all good in our own.
hey,
in our
I'm
own right.
biased. I'm biased. I don't know him. So, anyway, but anyway, I love that old Nintendo looking graphics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It reminds me of good times. So that's why I love that stuff so much.
Look at this
So,
Cheech and Chong. This is amazing.
Yeah,
What the hell? Can I
yeah, it's
not
like
make
Cheech
this-
and Chong meet Mario.
Oh my gosh.
You know, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah.
is cool.
So the next is a project I think we've talked about it maybe once or twice, but it is the crude and rude humor of Drawn. And they have a drop that I think everyone will appreciate. It's called the Dildo Cons.
Oh my gosh.
So, and that happens Friday, 1900 UTC,
Very nice.
11 a.m. Cali time. And there's a
Why
promo
am I
that
not
drops 4
surprised that
NFTs.
there's like Japanese letters on there?
Oh, I don't know.
You're
I mean,
saying
I'm
that
not-
I
it's
don't have all the
fitting.
answers.
You're saying it's fitting, Jazz.
I'm saying it's fitting, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if you like Transformers and dildos, this one's for you. So anyway, gotta
What a great
appreciate
show.
humor.
Yeah, of course. I love it.
So I don't know. I'm into it, and I'm gonna buy some.
Yeah.
So
Let me
anyway,
know
I thought it
how the
was fun.
dildo feels. I mean,
Yeah.
is.
What do you want to know? You want to know the texture or what?
Oh, hell no.
No,
No. Wait,
Nothing like
what's the next project?
that's about it. I was wrapping it up.
Did you do the zombie outbreak
Wrap it
one?
up. Yes,
Oh, you did. All right. Wrapping it up.
yes. Maybe I changed the order on you for. There's a chance of that. But I sent it already. You know what I mean? So anyway.
Well,
So, yeah.
sing us out, baby. That concludes
talking about me?
another. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Thank you so much.
Poor Ben.
That was good.
That was amazing. That was amazing. All right. Jazz, I'm throwing it back to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Morecheese. Right, everybody, get on the meeting chat. Get that meeting chat open so that you are ready to type, because I have got a pop quiz for you.
Ooh.
First person to write down in the chat who said this famous code that I'm going to provide very soon. All right, is everyone ready? Has everybody got the chat window open? Right, who said this? Get to the chopper. That's the code phrase. And it looks like Rob's the first one
Wow.
to get it. It's Arno, but Arno who? Arno who? I should have said, you got to give me the full name, but I didn't say that. So yeah.
Wait,
Rob,
if they give you the full name, they get a random and Morecheese NFT.
okay, give me the full name and you get a random Morecheese NFT.
You still won, Rob, but this
Yeah,
is for
Rob still won,
extra.
but give me the full name. Whoever that. Dak. Right,
Nice.
Dak gets the Morecheese NFT. Ah, Rambo. Yeah, unfortunately it's not that guy.
It's not that one.
It's a different guy. Right. So remember, that is code phrase, and you have to say it that way. All right.
I love it.
All right.
I love it.
Wow. Awesome job, guys. And now let's go to the back to you, Cheese, for the win and wine of the week.
Wine
And
of the week.
I know you got them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have a win of the week. Wine of the week. There's a few, and I'm sure everybody here can give one as well. The Jackie side things. I mean, that was a bit of a wine for me. I'm curious to see what the ones that came out on their own accord, are they going to have any value? Because they are saying in the update that you could trade them in for the updated one. But why would you if there's only 4, right? Anyone have any?
Always keep misprints.
Always keep misprints. I still have my
That's my
FIFA
rule.
misprints.
Yeah, that's my rule.
I feel the same way. They're more
I mean, there's a lot of Magic collectors that love the misprint cards. You know, if you were to get them graded, so here's what's interesting about misprints and stuff. If you get them graded, they're damaged, right? And so their grade value sucks. But their collectible value is what people really care about, right? And so, and people like to play the misprints and, you know, like to have the misprints in their collection and stuff. And I think it's the same thing with anything that's collectible. And let's be honest, I mean, there's no real value to the ornaments except for collecting them. So why get rid of it? Keep the misprint.
Yeah, I agree. I watch porn stars all the time, and that's PAWN stars. Thank you. Yes, and
wow, you corrected that real fast.
Everyone thinks I'm saying porn. It's my accent.
I'm thinking for sure, porn stars.
Porn stars. I watch porn all the time. I watch the porn stars, and they bring in these misprints all the time on the dollar, and they go for thousands and thousands of dollars. The one little misprint, and like the more severe the misprint, the more valuable the item is. So yeah, I wouldn't trade it in. San Fran prop fail. Does anybody remember that? The props going
ooh.
Bots.
Everybody bots.
And so instead of shots, let's do bots.
Yeah, exactly.
Bots.
So yeah, hopefully that whole kerfuffle, like, yeah. Does anybody have any wines they want to get off their chest right now before we get into the wins?
I do want to say that I'm hoping that the box kerfuffle you mentioned doesn't actually prevent Upland from continuing to try to figure out how to do community engagement in sold out and OG cities. Because I like the idea, it was just the execution was a bit of a, and so my whine would be that we don't shoot ourselves in the foot as a community because we're complaining about how it was executed.
Yeah. Like, I feel like there's a win-win-win for everybody. Like, Upland can decide on a specific amount to put out the way they want to, a specific amount to put out for auction, and then a specific amount to just throw out there as like maybe 1,000 mints, you know. Not all the bots are going to get all those 1,000. People can get a chance to get something really nice, yada yada. but we'll see.
Yeah, but at least put it closer to market so that, you know, the bots doesn't get
Yes.
notified first.
They were
'Cause, like,
under.
they're the first to be notified.
They said they were going to do it at market, and they were putting it at like what, 6 to 10,000.
Yeah, but this is like, they don't play, right? So they don't really understand what market is.
All you have to do is like go to the right side and press that thing, and you'll get an idea of what market is in that neighborhood.
Exactly. You listening, guys? Upland
Right?
guys? That's the way.
This thing right here, look, Upland, if you're watching, I'll show you right now. And I'm not trying to be silly. Like, all you have to do is go right here. Like, let's say, for example, you're going to put some over here. Just go right here and you'll see like 31,500. Put it around there, not like 5,000, 10,000. That little apartment. I don't know.
That button that Upland put in.
That Upland. I still love them. They're still my baby mama. I'll never let her go. But wins. Anybody got some wins before I take over and like gas bag my wins?
Oh yeah, Ben has a wine.
Oh yeah, he does have a
wanna
wine.
hear
Go
Ben's
for it.
wine?
Yeah, let's hear his wine. You have to do it in his accent.
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh. The globe is back, which is cool and all, but it's still super, super glitchy on a mobile when trying to manually swipe from city to city. Would be great to have the ability to be able to toggle it on and off. Please let me be able to toggle it on and off. On and off, on and off. Sorry, I don't know why it started to be squeaky.
That was perfect. You did a great job.
Anyway,
job.
that is my wine now. So back to you, Cheese. Give us some wins.
All right, so I've been invited to talk on a Twitter live for Wax Wednesdays for women creators in Web3. I'm personally excited to have the floor to talk about all the projects I'm involved in. So that's a nice win for me. I also applied to and was accepted into the UDN. I wanted to work on some stuff for that as well, like in regards to making it easier for MetaVenture owners to pull the sales data instead of just writing it all out. It's such a kerfuffle. So I'm going to be working on that and see if I can get that done and like just kind of hand it in and let them let everybody use it.
Woohoo! Anybody else for wins? Dak, didn't you say you had a win? Or were you a whiner?
No, I mean, my win is URL celebrated 1 year last week.
Woohoo!
So that's my win. Yeah, little thing.
Good win.
Yeah, thank you.
I've got a win.
What's your win?
My win is it's a fail and a win at the same time. So you were talking about the San Francisco prop fail, which is a fail.
Yeah.
But my win is I actually managed to get a property, not floor price, but I managed to get a 312 UP2 property.
Wow.
It's over 100K UPIX, and that's probably why the floor scrapers didn't get around to getting that, because it's expensive. But that's big enough for a small factory or a small showroom.
Don't do any small factories. They suck.
Oh yeah, okay. So the showroom is good because it's also located centrally in San Fran. So it's pretty good location.
Oh, nice. That is a good location.
Squared as well. So I mean rectangle. So it's not a weird shape. But I know Ben has a win too.
Whoa, let's hear his win.
Tell us about it.
All right. So Ben.
In Ben's voice.
Oh, jeez. After some epic wheeling and dealing over a number of days in between gallivanting around Japan, I finally managed to secure an S1R race car. Yeah, it's actually really awesome. It's a nice baby blue. He did a good job. Oh, and it's the same epic blue as me SC truck, my semi truck.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You did a much better Ben accent than me, for sure.
We should be better with the amount of time we talked to him. We should be better. Well, practice.
Yours is better.
Nah. Anyone else has a win? The hell, guys? You're not losing or winning. What are you doing? I'm sorry.
Okay, I have a win.
Yay, Shaq!
Yay. All right, Shaq.
I applied for the structure ornament metaventure over a month ago and never got an email from Upland. So that worried me, but finally the email came like 2 days ago, and so I got to submit my pictures.
Nice.
So my application is complete. So now I'm waiting to find out if I'm one of the lucky ones.
I
Oh,
hope
that's good
you
news.
are. Hope you are.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks.
Very good.
Thanks, Jedi.
I know you and Dr. Tid are waiting as well. Dr. Tid has FIFA in the works. That should be really nice.
Cool.
Moving on to UDU node updates. Ben has some general UDU news to share. He has now finished building out all of his school in Oak. Wait, did I skip something? No. All right.
No, that's the one.
He finished all of his school in Oakland and Strupwood in Kansas City node, so that's cool. Uplando runs the school and Musita runs the Strupwood. And is in his final stages of his Bronxdale node builds. Woo, woo. After that, he'll be taking a bit of a break to get all of the required data together to begin the massive task of building out over 120 properties in the Lone Mountain node. That is PodX's node. Whoop. Throw to Jazz for the MTU update.
All right, well, I've got an update from Ben, and since Cheese didn't do the Ben accent, I'm just gonna talk normally.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt Jedi because he doesn't want to laugh too hard. So, right, just before our second anniversary, Ben68 is stoked to report that we have hit our long-term stretch goal of reaching 85% developed.
Wow.
We would like to offer massive thank yous, of course, to the UDU team, but extends this to the managers and all of the stakers at UCC, and also to everyone else who has seen or believed in the developmental vision and built out their properties. Obviously, we're not going to stop at 85%. However, it will be a very slow grind from here. Hopefully not. That's me saying hopefully not. Ben is currently staking on random builds. So if you have any properties in Midtown Terrace, yeah, Terrace. You know, it sounds like terrorist, but no, I'm saying terrace. Get them started and send him a DM.
You got a free build, people. What's to lose? This is a win-win-win. Come on.
Yeah, do it.
Put a skeleton up. You don't even have to put anything. Put the bare minimum.
And Ben will do the rest.
Yep.
So what's been going down in the Bronxdale node this week, Cheese?
Well, my showroom has less than a day to go, which is good. It was great. I'll have it'll be my second showroom in the Bronxdale node. My factory is actually outside the Bronxdale node because factories are ick and I don't want them in my node. But it's right next door. So I mean, it'll just be nothing but beautifulness in my node, in the node.
The cheese color
node. Special thanks to Goldie, Coop, and Larry for helping out with that. Thank you so much. I don't ever ask for any help, but when it comes, it's extremely awesome. So thank you guys for that. You made a cheese really happy. So Midtown Terrace history recap. We have an anniversary coming up, huh?
Yeah, let's do it. I'll give you the date and you tell me what happened in MTU on that date.
Ooh, all right.
All right, get ready. 7th of November, 2020.
Ben purchased 30 Aquavista Way in Midtown Terrace, San Francisco, and minted many other properties in the area as the base for Samurai Aquatics. Now, just before you go on, November 7th, 2020, he knew he was going to have a node, like the first of many community projects that turn into nodes. And he had Samurai Aquatics in his mind. This was 3 years ago, people. All right, go on.
Yeah, that was his first property that he purchased. Is that right?
I don't know if it's his first property that he purchased, but I know he started accumulating around that time in Midtown Terrace.
So yeah, that was the 7th of November 2020, and he kept it a secret until 21st of March 2021. What happened then?
Ben started a public push to get Midtown Terrace minted out, and that's how him and I met. So when he was screaming in general to get people to purchase in Midtown Terrace, I was like, who is this crazy man? He must have something up his sleeve. So I purchased 9 at the time, and I said, hey, I'm here. Let's start.
So you were early enough to mint 9 yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice. Right, 29th of March, 2021, only a mere 8 days from our previous update.
Ben 68 created Midtown Terrace United, MTU, as a neighborhood development project and began actively identifying and recruiting property holding members.
23rd of April, 2021.
When considering...
Sorry, I meant 3rd, not 23rd, 3rd. That's only a
3rd.
couple days afterwards as well.
A couple of days afterwards, when considering the future expansion potential of the Midtown Terrace United concept and a collaborative partnership with another independent neighborhood development project in San Francisco named the Balboa Terrace, Ben 68 came up with the umbrella name of the Upland Development United, and the first 2 nodes in Upland were born. Do you have to have more than one for a node? Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry. 28th of May, 2020. 2022. I can't even read dates right now.
Yeah, 28th of May, 2022, Midtown Terrace became the first neighborhood to reach 50% of property developed in the Genesis city of San Francisco.
Now we're skipping ahead quite a bit to the 25th of March, 2023. That's this year.
Yeah. Midtown Terrace reached our goal of 85% of properties developed.
Whoop, whoop.
So what's to come in 2023? As with everything in Upland, we are simply working with the information we have at hand and adapting to how that information changes and the entire ecosystem adapts and evolves. We expect to have information come through for us to be able to work on maximizing our potential neighborhood development score. We also expect to run official URL races on our 3-time sanctioned tracks: the Delbrook Short Track, the Skyview Way drag strip, and the extensive MTU 100 circuit. We'll also continue working to acquire and help develop more properties in the Genesis node, and hopefully at some stage in a not too distant future, get to play around with a rental system. I hope so.
That is the NTU recap. Any questions? No questions. Right. Cheese, would you like to show our last week's challenge wheel?
Last week's challenge wheel, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, is that the turtle names?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. All right. I didn't do that. So let's just do that right now. That's the easy wheel of names. Let's input these names. Can you tell me the people who came in? Who participated?
Yeah, you could copy it from the script I wrote.
Oh, you have it there?
Whilst we're waiting for Cheese to set up the wheel, does anybody want to sing us a song? Dak?
Dak. Oh, I got it. Dak to sing us a song.
Well, he sang last time.
He did?
Yeah, didn't he do a duet with you last time?
Oh, yeah. It was just, that's true. All right, I have it though. See, look at that. Look at this.
You
Can't
saved
stop,
that from
can't
singing.
stop, won't stop. I actually participated in this.
You did. 7 people participated in this, including me and you.
All right, this is for 7,000 UPX. How remember, people, the more people that participate, the higher the reward is. So make sure you participate in all the things, and I'm going to give it a spin. Let's see, let's see. No, don't land on me, don't land on me, don't land on me.
Yeah, Jazz.
Yay!
Sorry. I was like, I was gonna say, yeah, Jazz is coming up, but Morecheese is gonna win it.
Nice.
Oops. See, that's why you guys need to participate.
Look at that.
And I've got this week's challenge for you guys, and this
Oh, let's
week's
hear it.
challenge is a big one. So
Ooh.
make sure you guys all do it. For this week's challenge, take the most epic screenshot from somewhere in Midtown and post it on Twitter. But you got to make sure that you tag at Ben68_UDU. Let me repeat that. Tag at Ben68_UDU. And make sure that you mention the following. Happy birthday, Midtown Terrace.
Woo woo.
And also make sure you use the hashtags #Genesis Node and #UplandMe. And unlike our usual weekly challenges where the winner is chosen randomly on the wheel, this one's going to have 50,000 UPX. So this is a big one.
Wow.
50,000 UPX grand prize, and is going to be picked by Ben. And also the weekly wheel will give everyone who participates a chance at a secondary prize. So everyone that participates, 1,000 UPX for every entry, up to a maximum of 20,000 UPX. So make sure you get in there. This is a big one. 50K is pretty big.
Yeah, $50, you can't go wrong. Equivalent.
50 bucks a quip. Do you want me to share the quips with everybody?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Quips, as you all know, stands for questions, insights, provocations, and statements. If at any stage you have some Upland or UDU related quips that we could dive into on a weekly UDU podcast, then let us know. Let us know via a Google form, the link to which is in the description. While they can be submitted anonymously, if you include your Upland in-game name, we will use your, and if we use your submission, we'll send you 5,000 UPX. So this week's quips is from Umbrella Boy. Congratulations to Umbrella Boy. 5K going your way. Cheese, make sure you let Ben know
You got
for the
it.
5K to go his way. So this is his quips. Been thinking a bit about the possibility that the existence of a super whale in Upland is hampering development and introduction of new game mechanics. Obviously, Upland has a strong interest in keeping the player happy and engaged. It would seem to be challenging to design contests in any pay-to-win elements, knowing that there's a possibility that first place is predetermined. How do you introduce neighborhood ratings or a spark economy, knowing that a single player can accomplish this in months, what it takes a large community years to do? How do you introduce additional passive earnings mechanics, knowing that it will likely benefit a single player exponentially? Or are there challenges overstated and economic pros of a super whale outweighs the cons? Any thoughts? Any thoughts, Cheese, or any thoughts, anybody else? Anybody else have got thoughts on this?
Well, the neighborhood rating stated that the more people that are in the neighborhood will determine higher ratings. So if it's only Abdullah or the super whale that owns in the property, then that person's going to miss out on that section of points right there. But I do know what he means in regards to any type of challenges that require purchasing. There has to be a nice medium of both. I do still feel like those contests need to be around, but at the same time, other stuff where you can win like the treasure hunts, where you could win a little bit of spark, or where they have the ones where they have it that you could only win, you could only obtain a certain amount of points. I think that's a really good thing that Upland is doing. So I don't think it's geared completely toward the super whales, but I do feel that they do have an edge on a lot of the challenges that require purchasing.
Well, super whales tend to have a lot of resources. So yeah, if they've got the purchasing power, then they're going to be ahead in that area. But I feel like a lot of our community projects, like the big one in Chicago, what's that again? I forgot its name. That one always seems to win stuff because there's a lot of people that are in there participating. Lots of buildings. I know you've got, yeah, Portage Park, exactly.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of stuff there. They do a great job, and I think they're gonna do a lot better than a super whale because of that one criteria for the neighborhood ratings, like how many different unique addresses you have in your node. They have a lot, like somebody like me whose node is more exclusive won't get as many points towards that for their node as Portage Park would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I don't think the contests are geared towards the whales.
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree. Anyone else?
If you're a whale, let us know what you think. Any whales in here?
Any chunky porpoises?
I'm not a whale or a chunky porpoise. But I will say that there's always going to be. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Jack. Okay, I personally think that like the multi-tiered thing that they've been doing with the BEs recently, things like that, approaches like that will probably benefit a wider variety of players.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, I can't see Abdullah going for the lowest tier of a BE, but then they could do it multi-structured too. So if they have 3 sets of things, you know, there could be 3 types of.
Oh, you just muted yourself. Oh, unless his boss came up.
It's weird because I was actually thinking about this today, but about Abdullah, I think we need.
Is he muted?
No, I think it's just the he just keeps coming in and out of we don't hear you, by the way, Upland Puppet.
We know Puppet's thinking of Abdullah.
Yeah, and like how we do need some people like that for like the future of Upland and for them to grow as well. I think I understand what Umbrella Boy's saying, but I do think they're getting better at making contests. Happy, you were gonna say something.
You know, I mean, I was just kind of wondering, like, were we sorry, I got like a work call and so I couldn't hear everything. But are you guys saying that like the whales are gonna be able to have an advantage in the neighborhood ratings because they're gonna own so many more properties than everybody else? Was that what we were saying?
So we have quips, which are like thoughts players have, and they post them. And this quip came from Umbrella Boy, where he kind of wanted us to have a conversation about the existence of a super whale and how it might hamper the development and so on and so forth. I'm playing devil's advocate to that by saying that you need to have more you need to have more addresses in a neighborhood in order to make that neighborhood rating. So I'm kind of like disagreeing with that in a sense, but we're doing open conversations on that. Like if you want to share your thoughts.
Oh, okay. I mean, I agree. I think like you just said, it's you know, you can only have one home address. So I mean, a guy can buy 1 million properties, but you know, it really doesn't matter if he's the only one who lives in that neighborhood, right? You know,
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Abdullah's neighborhood that he owns. I mean, he could decorate every one of those homes and have them all built, but if he's the only guy who lives there, what's his ratings really going to be like? Right?
Exactly. It's going to be missing that huge chunk of addresses that he would need. Yeah. I
But
agree.
what he's got, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say what worries me more than anything about Wales buying up, you know, large amount of properties in one city is essentially them being able to just really control, you know, prices in those cities, or I mean, tank markets. I mean, I kind of been saying this for like a couple of weeks, but you know, as many problems as Upland has, you know, thank God Abdullah doesn't want to sell his properties for below mint, because the game would just tank. There's not enough liquidity in Upland to buy all of Abdullah's properties. I mean, even at like, you know, 50% mint, it would be pretty detrimental. So I mean, I think we need Wales for sure, because you need to have big money coming into the game for it to be successful.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, at a point, I could see there needing to be maybe regulations on people not being able to own more than, say, 20,000 properties or something like that. You know, I mean, then again, it's like you're, you know, how can you put a cap on somebody?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
I'm not a fan of the cap myself. I think there are ways around it. Like, for example, Marty, oh my God, you're so just,
Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey,
I miss it so much. Oh, Marty. All right, I can't look at you for a second. Hold on. Like you can get in with a group like me and UDU with the help of UCC. I was able to obtain my Bronx sale. Like Bronx went sold out in 15 minutes, but I still was able to get what I was able to get because of my planning ahead. There are still ways around it, and there are still ways to develop a node. You just have to be a little more clever. You know, you can't just have the money to like if it wasn't for UCC, which Dak has his hand up, and the people of UDU, I personally wouldn't have my Bronxdale node. Go ahead, Dak.
So going back to the original quip about Wales and community engagement, I don't see Wales having an impact on community engagement, and for the same reason that has been said, addresses and community engagement requires community. You can't be a community of one. So you know that's that. The thing with the Wales in terms of like competitions that they'll win, it's not the community competitions. We've seen Portage Park wins everything, even when we had multiple groups trying to beat them, right? And why? Because they're a massive community that's well organized. Now, the other thing though is like the FIFA. You know, Abdullah bought a ton of mementos. He was able to take first place. Right. So there's always going to be different competitions that different people and different groups will be top dog at. Portage Park is top dog. And even when we had a concerted effort to try to take first place at Creedmoor, we weren't able to do it. Right. And so that just kind of shows, you know, is Portage Park considered a whale now? And, you know, and therefore they're challenged in terms of how we do community engagement and how we look at the guidelines around community engagement and community challenges. Abdullah is a whale when it comes to asset and purchasing asset and asset buying power. I mean, you know, you're going to always have some big players, and you know, Cheese, to your point, organize, be creative, and find your niche.
Yeah.
Dak, interesting thought. But if I can piggyback off of that in a sense, and I had to think actually before I said this part. A group and myself were working on minting out Beverlywood in LA. And We were just going slow and steady. We didn't have anywhere to get fast. And Abdullah came in and actually bought out the majority of the properties that were remaining, which is over 50%. It might have been due to the fact that, as we were saying earlier, you kind of want a group of people because, you know, no one likes a one-man party. But at the same point, we quickly went from diverse node to one person owning majority. So I can see where this is a double-edged sword, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. And especially,
go ahead. Sorry,
especially if I can say, Abdullah is going to have an additional benefit over new whales that might be looking to come in.
Sorry.
Because he's going to be the OG whale as well, is what I'm thinking. So, you know, he got into the cities early. He got a lot of these landmarks early. I'm looking forward to seeing him fight other people with a lot of money, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
well, I love you, Upland Puppet, but there's no way you can establish a node slowly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good point.
There's no way, it's not a possibility, especially at this point in the game. Like, maybe back in the days where minting out stuff was a slow thing, but yeah.
You know, that's a good point. I actually recently did hear about a group that is buying properties and they're restricting themselves in a node because they don't want to quite give it away before they own the majority.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's an interesting
You have to do that. You have to keep it quiet. You have to get your group of trusted buyers, and we got to go in hard.
How quiet was I, Dak, with my Bronx sale?
You had us on pain of death.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like, do you say anything, I'll cut you. And then the moment I say something when UCC was in the Upland Cafe, the moment I reveal, somebody goes and purchases 2 properties and puts them for twice the amount.
Yep.
So,
does anybody think that like nodes could ever get really like too diluted to where there's just too many nodes and it's almost just like a popcorn phrase, so to speak, like, yeah, I'm starting a node, and then they, you know, I mean, I just wonder, because it's like, as we expand, as we get more and more properties on the market, it's just supply and demand, right?
I think there's pros and cons to everything. I think what you're saying makes sense, where there's people who are like, oh, I want to make a node, and then they buy 10 out of 500 properties and think they have a node. And then you'll have the more serious people. I personally love the idea that people want to start their own community project. I don't consider them a node, but if they want to be called a node by just owning one community project, that's more than okay with me. Ben and I got to a point where we, you know, semantics, whatever. But at the same time, I feel like if you're serious about creating a community project or a node, it can only do good for Upland. You're definitely going to get the popcorn dime a dozen nodes, but that's going to happen everywhere. With anything good, people are going to want to try their hand and fail. You always have to have losers along with the winners. I know it sounds really horrible, but in order for some people to win, some people have to lose.
Well, I think that's what a lot of people miss about Upland, is that it is still a game, right?
Yeah,
and all games have winners and losers. And
exactly.
And not only that, but people that win don't always win.
You're
right?
done?
I mean,
you're gonna start talking now. You were already talking?
All right, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. I muted her.
No problem.
I think we need a precipitation trophy. How do you say it? BE.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what all the $5 BEs are, right? Those are all participation trophies. Anybody can own a creepy kid, you know, BS freaking Block Explorer. I mean, so I guess, you know, essentially everybody can have a participation trophy, but I mean, you know, when we talk about Upland, it's like we all talk about community and this and that, but it's a cutthroat game. We're all out to basically get one over on each other, so to speak. I mean, no matter what anybody says. That's the bottom line of this game.
And it's like you're not going to always win every time. And if if you're coming in with that kind of mentality, you're going to be extremely disappointed all the time. And it's like the grass is always greener. You see now people are starting to compare and go jump ship. Being a part of more than one metaverse is perfectly okay. Like, have your eggs in more than one basket, but don't try to crap on one when they haven't let you win as many times as you feel you should have. You know what I'm saying? You could have more than one metaverse. Like Happy said, it's all about competition. Yeah, you can't win all the time. It's impossible.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, kind of forget that. And that's why we get so many, angry and disgruntled players. I mean, because everybody wants to win all the time. We've kind of had this, just like somebody said, everybody gets a participation trophy anymore. So if you don't win, you get all sad and depressed, and you think F this game, and and then people go on Twitter and just start these rants that are like, I mean, man, that's so counterproductive when I see some of the stuff that's on Twitter. There's one guy on there that it's like, I don't think I've ever seen him say a single good thing about Upland, yet he's been playing the game for 2 years. It's like, what are you doing, man?
All right, so Dr. Tid brings up a good point. He says, and you could talk, Dr. Tid, if you want, or I could read that for you. If rentals or another like function mechanism come to fruition, then the super whales coming soon or large holders with built structures could really benefit. That would be a mega game changer. Why shouldn't they benefit? They're actually putting a lot of money into the game, and they're helping Upland succeed. I have quite a few things that would benefit from rentals. What you need to do, like I said, is evolve, adapt, be clever. When you create your community project or node, you want to have activity there. You want to have racing there. You want to have meta ventures there. You want to have events there. You're not going to just go to a node that has one person building up. See, Abdullah, yeah, he has a benefit, but he also needs to bring the activity. He also needs to bring events. He can go then and look to hire someone to do that for him. And there you go. You have people who don't have a node or don't have that. They have the opportunity to help a whale, throw events and get paid for it. Like, there's so many opportunities if you just look for them. But I do agree, like I think they will get benefit, and they should. Anybody else want to talk on that?
I think that's a really, so I have I guess you could call it a node. I've built up an area in Kansas, and because of the limited amount of property that was there, I got quite a large focus of it. I was going to get it, and I thought there would be a secondary release because I have all these empty spaces. So what I wanted to do was secure my position there, and then as these other areas got filled in by more active players coming, that would expand. So that was kind of the thinking in that aspect, because a lot of the players that are there, they're inactive, unfortunately. So I'm one of those people that have a large holding that really want it developed out. So if rentals came into play, that would be a game changer. If additional properties came in, active players, that would be great. Other nodes, though, I think there's an opportunity for nodes to work together to like put each other's properties in each other's active hands, so that you could live 6 months out of the year in Portage Park, and then you could go the other 6 in another location, or whatever that function would be.
I actually totally agree with that, Dr. Tid, and I I can't speak for anybody else, like I always say, but I personally love the Creedmoor node, and I love what Shaq is doing there. And I think when I think of Creedmoor, I think of Halloween. So I'm not going to try myself to create a Halloween node when I'm cheese, I'm cheese,
Sure.
So what I did was I put my address there for the time of the event, and I assisted the Creedmoor node with my my unique address there, and I put up my Halloween decor and this and that. And yeah, like, so I think people definitely, like Happy said, it is a competition, but at the same time, you can also have alliances.
Yeah, for sure. That's like back in the West Coast build competition, deluxe home build. Like you would see, or you would be, we were in communication with various nodes, and if you saw that you were going to, or you thought you weren't going to place, and you really wanted to support your city potentially and have your city win, or a node in your city, the spark would go over to that node and we would push that and make it happen.
Exactly.
Yep, cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think of the home address as a tool in our toolbox. Some people look at it as like a loyalty pledge, but I don't see it that way. It's a tool that we have.
Good point.
Yeah.
And like Creedmoor really appreciated the help from, Morecheese and Dak and Too Stupid. Thank Me Later. We all have our own projects, but yeah, it made sense to help Creedmoor during Halloween, and we appreciate the help we got. We returned the help to Buck for Christmas, and Creedmoor helped the San Pedro node compete against, other nodes for the Christmas competition. When we talk about nodes springing up all over the map, there's no way for any of those nodes to compete against Portage Park unless we work together. And so I think the alliances and just being willing to support your community, even if they're not in your node, is super important. I also wanted to mention that I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that Abdullah is a pretty smart guy. So when we see a super whale building their own neighborhood without regard to community participation or organizing events on Discord, might there be something else that they see coming down the road where
That's another good point, Shaq.
Well, I think that leads to what Dr. Titt said in regards to the rentals. Like, what he's doing is he's looking out for that, or he has another idea in mind that he think may happen. So yeah, that is a good
he could do either. So I have quite a number of heads in bed, so I have a high level of occupancy available. So I could bring in, say, new players if there was a rental, or if, there's all those different aspects to it. Yeah, for sure.
A consideration that I didn't have before now, was the fact that he can host an event there and name the rental price.
Sure. And then on I guess the concern with the home address is if Upland ever really kicks into gear the voting mechanism for neighborhoods, and you have to be there. Like, I guess the problem would be if you went over to, say, a Creedmoor for Halloween and you transferred over to your property there, and then all of a sudden there's like a neighborhood vote in the next 15 days, but you've already...
You have to wait 30 days. You have to wait 30 days, which is good. That way you can't kind of manipulate too much.
Yeah. But I guess that's one of the concerns on a move forward basis too, if they ever kick it in to gear.
So on the chat, Jedi said that he could bring in his own buddies, which is true, because what he's got right now is coordination. All his props are his own, so it's really easy, and he's got tons of spark. So he can build out the entire neighborhood and then just call all his friends over and distribute his properties, and then boom. He's got all the unique addresses, home addresses.
So let's say on top, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, if he puts that effort in, then he deserves it.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just gonna say that when when you come into Upland and you're a new player joining, you want to get a home address and you don't really know that path. So it does open an opportunity for an onboarding process by which you get a package deal, you get a house, you get the NFTs that you're looking for, you get a home address, you know, an already made, but even on a rental basis or what have you, or using those assets, because you have to have a layer 1 asset like a car to race in a layer 2. So you need a place, you need a property, and those assets can then be used in a layer 2, and that kind of bridges that gap as well.
Blue Rain, is that you, an iPhone?
Yeah, hang tight.
Okay. So Blue Rain goes, I wasn't prevented from voting when I moved my residence. Y2K reported not having to wait either. Ooh, I am not sure the wait time actually got implemented. Oh, that's actually, there is no wait time for community competitions. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
If I'm a millionaire, which I am in Upix, and I'm sure a lot of people are, I want a lot of houses.
As you should.
I want like 5, 6 houses. Yes. I want to be able to, you know, better my home address. I want to get mail there.
Oh, you want multiple home addresses.
I do. Yes.
All right. Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see them upping it to like 2.
What
You have
if
a
you had
vacation.
multiple? Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying you could have a vacation home, but really your primary address is the place that you're going to be living in.
This is true. This is true.
Yes, and I just thought the same. And what if in that instance you would have 1 voting location, but you could claim 10, you know, whatever amount of home addresses?
10, that's a lot.
I want to live everywhere.
That's a
You
lot.
gotta pay taxes in all 10 places then.
I would say home is where you have most of your shit.
Yeah.
You could like technically spread your shit around, but then you won't have like access to it all in one place.
I think Upland did that for everybody with these boxes. Holy crap. I need to call out of work at the time.
I know, I still haven't started. Ben did. I can't believe.
Oh
he
my
was
goodness.
able to. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's freaking
That's a lot of
terrible.
littering. You gotta report them.
Yeah, I need to start littering outside of my node, like put it right next door, like my factory. People are gonna hate me. They're like, oh my God, they're gonna start doing it to me. I shouldn't say that out loud.
Hey, home is where your shit is, right? So why are you moving your shit outside of your node?
Because it looks messy. I
It
want like
took
a
me a-
basement. Sorry,
It
Jack.
took me, oh,
Organize
that's
that
okay.
shit.
It took
Sorry,
me a full day.
Oh
a
yeah,
full day sitting here to move all of my crates,
yeah.
See,
but I built a
how
cool
much
wall.
that Dula would have to do.
And some people have thousands of them.
You gotta hire someone to move the crates for you.
Someone you trust.
Oh yeah.
But this was good. I didn't even want to do the quip, and look at how much people came in on this. This was awesome. This
Yeah.
was an awesome conversation.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, thank you, Umbrella Boy, for bringing this up and giving us a topic right now. So what are we up to, Jess?
I think we're ready to do the wheel.
Oh, wow. All right. Let me get this up. Now you got to do the, do you have the names?
I've got the names. I've typed this up in the middle of our
Nice. Oh, you're amazing.
so I didn't get the people that joined in the last minute though.
Oh, let's see.
Is that all right or?
We can put everybody.
All right, we're gonna be nice and put everybody, but you guys need to be in here at the beginning next time, all right? I've got this on full screen, so you got to tell me what to type in.
All right. Yeah, Recon, we're putting you in there.
It's me. I'm Blue Rain.
Blue Rain and Recon. Why Recon? It's 1 million Upix.
Recon. Anybody else?
We have Dr. Tid, Dak, Elijah, Eric, Linsky, Happy, Mary, anyone else speak now or forever hold your peace.
You
3.
gotta have the secret passphrase too, don't you?
Are you in there? Yeah, you
Yeah, I
are.
think so.
Yeah. You're not supposed to say it though, VC.
Yeah, you
God.
can't win if they call your name, you don't have the passphrase.
God.
All right, I'm gonna spin.
Oh wait, is Paul or Puppet in there?
Yeah, Puppet's here.
Okay, you're in
There's
there, Puppet. All right, spin that beautiful bean footage.
Puppet's in.
Beans,
And the winner is
beans. Pasta, let's go. Oh, or Happy.
Who's it gonna be?
Wow, Pasta. I think this is your first time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Woo!
Pasta there?
Pasta. You still here, Pasta? She got to be in it to win it.
Wait, is Pasta here?
She might have left.
Oh!
Oh no, Pasta. Respin that
Right.
beautiful bean footage.
Let me go back. Let me go back. Remove.
Oh shit.
Right, and our winner is going to be. Come in.
Whoa!
I think it's pretty clear that it's going to be Puppet.
Puppet, is this your first time?
Puppet here?
He is. Paul Manning.
All right, Puppet, you're on mute.
Holy Christmas, Batman.
Yeah, bring up the Batmobile.
All right,
You
let
know,
me bring up the.
I'm in a dentist waiting room right now. Yeah, guys, I won.
That's hilarious. Oh my freaking God.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. Anyways, yeah.
All right, so time it out. Take your time. Tell me when.
All right. Let's see. Last time I did it right when it was on it and I had no hope. So I'm going to go now, please.
We had a
I like
winner.
that.
Oh
No
my
way.
God. Twice
What?
Wow.
Holy Christmas, Batman.
Holy
All right.
shit. All right. So do you want to keep this? The person who got this last week kept it. We kept spinning.
Yeah. Baby needs a new beachfront property. Oh, no. You know what? Let it ride.
Are you
Let it
shitting
ride.
me? Wow.
No, let it ride.
All right.
You
Let
don't
it
want
ride.
it. You don't want
Yeah, Puppet.
25K.
I'm doing it, guys. I'm going to win.
You don't want 25K.
No,
I got a
let it
beachfront
ride.
property for you for
Beach
25K.
Or nothing.
You know what? Let's live life. Do it.
Wow.
Oh.
All right.
I'm
take
feeling
your time.
lucky.
Take
And
your time.
go. Man, this dentist is going to be pissed.
Come on.
Let's go. Big money. No whammy.
baby.
No
Come on.
whammy.
Oh!
Big money. Big money.
That was close.
Oh, no. What did I do?
Do you want to say something before I go to this last wheel?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody that made this spin possible today, including my gym teacher from 3rd grade.
All right, so I gave you a chance. You only get one spin now. And BC for Fun even gave you a chance to say the word, the code phrase. You only get one spin.
Oh, dang
All
it. All right.
Really look.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will. All right. I'm feeling good again. Let's go now.
Come
Okay.
on,
All right.
come on,
Big money.
come on.
Big money. Beachfront.
Oh my God,
Beachfront.
Good
you got it.
spinner.
Beachfront property.
You got a cheese
yes.
front. You got a cheese
Yes.
front.
Better than a cheese front. I love it.
Let me know
That-
which NFT of mine you're missing, and I'll send it to you.
Awesome, cheese. Thank you so much.
You got it.
Way to go, Puppet. Way to go.
Thank you.
I can't believe you gave up that 25K, Puppet.
Worth every uppix. Worth every little uppix.
It was fun. It's always fun.
I've just got one thing to say. A reminder that to go into the running for the 1 million Upix wheel, you should be in the Zoom at the start of the show. You need to be paying attention in the middle of the show to catch a code word, and you need to be here at the end when the wheel starts rolling. If you have an Upland, NFT, or Metaverse product, service, or event to promote, opportunities are available for sponsorship and engagement in the UDU podcast. This includes feature spotlights on the UDU podcast or long-form deep dives on the Wine and Cheese Show. Contact Ben68 or Morecheese, not myself, to discuss and secure your spots. All proceeds go towards giveaways and prizes on the podcast. Please click on our sponsors, co-hosts, and other links in the description to help them out and the show. Like and subscribe, rate and review, spunk, plunk, plunk, and plunk and spam. All that good stuff. Wrap us up, cheese.
Stay fresh, cheesy bags.
Are you looking for some of that quality outdoor decor? But you got no freaking idea where to go? Oh, come on over to Samurai Aquatics and Decor for all your outdoor decor needs. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the metaverse, do you? Yeah, just delete that. I'm still not ready, sorry. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the metaverse, do you? Or maybe some kind of crappy ramshackle building that, I don't know, needs a bit of extra spunk to it or something. And stop mucking about and get yourself over to Samurai Aquatics Discord to see all our available stock. We've got loads of different decor to spend your pretend money on. We got saunas to fire you up, and ice baths to chew you the fudge out. Literally, stock coming out of our ears. Grills, swings, seating, and more. So much more. And if we don't got it, give us a buzz, and we could probably make it. Get yourself on over to Samurai Aquatics at 30 Aqua Vista Way in Midtown Terrace, San Francisco, lickety split, and gorge yourself on outdoor decor.